South Africa and the People's Republic of China have launched a high-level people-to-people exchange mechanism in Pretoria. The South African delegation is led by Minister of Arts and Culture, Nathi Mthethwa. The purpose of the exchange mechanism is to deepen mutual understanding between the people of South Africa and China and to enhance people-to-people exchanges. Our reporter Liabo Setho attended the launch in Pretoria, and earlier she spoke to Minister Mthethwa.
What is different with this partnership is that the emphasis should go beyond leadership, should go beyond states and government, should actually involve people at the grassroots level. South Africa's interest in this relationship is mainly premised in the human capital development and research and development, because we believe that if we are to prosper, if we are to have a developmental trajectory which is going to be beneficial to the people, we need to do that in a much more scientific way, which is calculated, which will ensure that the kinds of skills which are needed by our economy today are attained by our people. Oh yes, there would be exchange of people. There would be young people who would be, going to China for training, as I say, for human development investment. But also, we want to understand the kind of developmental trajectory we're talking about. That trajectory is anchored on the necessary tools for today. And you cannot do anything outside of innovation, outside of proper data through research and development. And that's what we'll be doing. Practically, there would be a science park between the two countries, and that would be an exchange. We would be cooperating so much on health. And generally, both between ourselves but also globally. On culture, there we are talking of practical programs, because we are saying at the center of this interaction has to be people. You would have witnessed when we started here, young people making their own testimony, giving their testimony about the practical situation. It's important that we strengthen our relations with China. China is the second biggest economy in the world. In fact, all the estimations point to the fact that very soon it may overtake number one economy in the world, which is US. So it's quite important to deepen our friendship with them. And this is what we are doing for the benefit of the people of South Africa.
Will we see this kind of friendship deepening amongst other partners of BRICS, your Russia and your India and Brazil? Do we have plans as South Africa to deepen relations with them to see the same kind of exchanges and cooperation between the other countries?
Well, yes. Perhaps let me start by talking about this one, the people-to-people exchange mechanism, that China has 5 partners in the world. Russia is one of them, Indonesia and so on, and South Africa. From the point of view of Africa, is the first country where there is this partnership with China. But you would know that there are bilateral relations we have within the BRICS member countries as South Africa. And as a matter of fact, part of what this mechanism would be achieving is what we call cultural diplomacy, again, which is about people, which is about sharing our different worldviews as different countries, exchanging programs to understand each other more from the cultural point of view, because everything, whether talking trade diplomacy generally, but everything starts with culture. You start by talking, you start language and so on. So all that is being pursued with other BRICS member countries. But I must say that this one in particular is at a strategic comprehensive level. And that's the highest program, as you have heard people referring to high-level cooperation. It's at the pinnacle of both countries' relationships, because the emphasis is more of implementing what you would have agreed on.